The Twin Towers collapsed and stole every clean breath of fresh air. It smoldered the mind of healthy hearts and obstructed hopes whispered in prayer. Muslim is all I heard in the streets. He was guilty, he was filthy. But what does that make me? A man ripped the scarf off of my mother with his rigid knuckles and rough hand, with his marble cigarette in the other spitting his most prominent command, get the fuck off of this country, go back to your own land. My eyes cemented to the ground as I tenderly grasped my mother's hand. See, no one informed me. I only felt every destruction, every bomb set off inside me collapsing, every department, self-esteem, self-approval, who I was irrelevant. My garments caused anxiety and my name made elders hesitant. I felt fingers pointed to my chest, tearing through tender cartilage. I'm trapped inside your vision, and my religion made me hostage. In 3 months, I coincided with the demons in my apartment, prohibited from the outdoors, with or without a legal guardian, and still no one informed me why he ripped the scarf off of her head, why the one symbol for modesty was considered a vital threat. Why didn't my friends come over to play house anymore? They envisioned a prison, but it was just a home. The day before, I would wait for my classmates to come over and play pretend. My mother placed a mirror so my loneliness had a friend. Why didn't they like me? And what the hell have I done? Apology, dishonesty, disregarded of being loved. And middle school came, and the puzzle pieces were now parts. My mother said, you guys are evil, and what evil is what evil does. But in Islam, al-sabr nus-ad-din, which means patience is half of your religion, so it will consume you as a being. They replied, no. Islam speaks jihad, a war you must fight with a strapped bomb in your hand. And the worst part is I believe them. Why are we allowed to kill in the name of God who conceived them? But in the Quran, if you have killed one man, you have killed all mankind. But if you save one man, you have saved all mankind. But I was so gentle, soft-spoken, and so torn, shaken legs, uneasy eyes when I walk through open doors. My name doesn't mean abstaining from evil anymore. It was a quick look over the shoulder. I was a hazard they couldn't ignore. My mother was called names. She told me it meant nothing. My language made them scared, like, don't dare you push that fucking button. Not allowed in certain buildings, conclusively invasive. If you have any questions, call our hotline, 1-800-fucking-racist. To hide our faith, my mother removed her scarf from their vision, but may I remind you that faith I believe in is an Abrahamic religion, and to my surprise, we were no longer desensitized people. We received smiles and warm hugs, like our cloth is what made us lethal. Sooner than later, my mother found a job, and my mind began to spin. How could you be more afraid of the outside than the actual faith that was within? And the moment I noticed it, the flaw, and where it had to refute, we judge every religion by its followers rather than its ground roots. When I walk out of my home, I don't represent just myself. I represent 13 years of pain felt. See, when I think Christian, I think lover of Christ. I think God. I think Trinity, love thy neighbor. I think life. I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't correlate Jews with Hitler. And salam means peace be upon you. Allah does not mean trigger. I need you to think bigger. I need you to think much bigger. You're so gay is a fucking insult. When you think Jewish, think loss of human heart. Don't think we didn't feel any overwhelming sadness or anguish. The human heart gives off senses I reckon as a second language. May God forgive the man that called my mother a monster. Jihad means inner war, but was distorted as conquer. And maybe deep within, we are fighting our own inner war with impracticality of generalizations that have forced us to conform. Before you are religion, a faith, or a career, you are both heart and mind, half hopeful and half fear. May we one day judge books by pages. May we one day remove the masks that glue tightly to our faces. We are one, we are proud, and I don't give a damn what they say. May the power of love always win till our footprints end in our grave.